What's up, guys? This is Ofo, and this is another Black and White 2 overused battle I had against someone named tododes. Now, unfortunately, this match wasn't the best. It was kind of one-sided throughout, but the reason I'm using it is because it was the only match I was actually able to play before I lost my access to Wi-Fi, so it's going to have to suffice. It wasn't bad, and hopefully it'll do. But just looking at the team preview, just immediately you can tell that I have a huge advantage because while his team does have a lot of major threats in the form of Tornadus T, Thunderous T, and Garchomp, and even Volcarona, the problem is that it's all extremely weak to Mamoswine. Like if you look at it, Jolteon's weak to an Earthquake, Stab Earthquake. Jirachi's weak to a Stab Earthquake. Garchomp is 4 times weak to a Stab, Ice Shard, or Icicle Crash. Thunderous T is weak to ice as well, of course, and then Tornadus T is also weak to ice. So the only Pokemon on his team that can resist my ice is Volcarona, and I think and it's neutral to my Earthquake. So even it's not going to be a good check to my Mamoswine, but at least it can hit me for super effective damage. But I do actually that Volcarona is 4 times weak to Rock, so if I can get up my Stealth Rocks, then it won't be a problem at all. So yes, obviously, seeing that team preview, I just lead with my Mamoswine because I know that 5 out of 6, there's a 5 out of 6 chance that he's going to lead with someone where I'm going to threaten him out, and then I can set up my Stealth Rocks and screw over that Volcarona when he does decide to come on in. So he does choose to actually lead with Jolteon, and obviously now he's going to switch out. So he does go into his Volcarona as I set up my Stealth Rocks. So right here, I already know that Volcarona is going to be, crippled, and really not even a problem for me anymore. So all I really have to do is play this Mamoswine well, and I have this game in the bag. So I go into my Politoed as he goes for Fiery Dance, and I obviously am going to take that very, very well because it is in the rain, and I am specially bulky, so I'm going to easily take that. In fact, with enough HP left that I can just recover the damage off with leftovers. So here he decided to go for a Quiver Dance, which was kind of, I think he was just trying to set up because he knew that was really his only chance of winning because a Volcarona sweep is really the only thing that seems practical at this point. But I actually do get a critical hit. But honestly, that's not gonna. Don't think that mattered at all because that would have easily been a 2-hit KO even at +1 special attack. Special defense because that was in the rain. And stab. So it was definitely enough, and I would have been able to take him out next turn. So now he goes into his Jirachi to deal with this Politoed. I just go for a Skull just to see how much it's gonna do. Based off that damage, I know that it's probably a little bit bulky. While I'm not specially invested, that still is in the rain and stab, so I would expect it to do a little bit more. So I do just keep on staying in, and I do actually get paralyzed first turn here, which is kind of unfortunate. I don't know what I was actually going to go for. I believe I might have gone for Pierce Song, because my only worry is I really want to go into, I think, Infernape, but I want him at full health and not paralyzed. So because he did get my Politoed paralyzed, I know he's going to probably want to go for Iron Head, so I can switch into my Infernape and not worry about getting paralyzed and resist the hit. So here I decided to go for a close combat because I wanted to avoid the recoil that I was going to get for going for Flare Blitz. However, it turns out not to be a 2-hit KO, which means that this following turn after he does go for Body Slam, which fortunately doesn't paralyze me. That would have been, well, I would have lost my Infernape if that had killed me. But I just go for Flare Blitz, and while that is in the rain, it is stab and super effective, and it's boosted by Expert Belt, so it's going to take out the Jirachi, which is nice. So I do take quite a lot of damage from the recoil. That does just allow him to go into his Garchomp, and I believe right here he just goes for Dragon Claw, which I'm really not familiar with the speed tiers, but I'm pretty sure that means he's scuffed, because I think Infernape does naturally outspeed Garchomp. And although I am adamant, so. But I go into my Gyarados because I know that I am scarfed, so I could easily go for the Waterfall and 2-hit KO him. But he decides to go into his Jolteon here to take that hit, which was kind of foolish because, that was Jolly, and it's still when I KO'd him. So now I get my Moxie boost up. And honestly, guys, from this point, it's kind of just a sweep. He does go right here is the biggest mistake he has of the game. He actually does go for he predicts my switch into my Mamoswine and goes for Focus Blast. But at this point, I didn't think he was even going to be Scarfed, and if he was, I mean, that would have been way too risky going my Mamoswine, because my Mamoswine is my most important Pokemon at this point. So, like, that's the thing. Like, I had no reason, because I know I have this game in the bag as long as I keep that Mamoswine around. So, so now at +2 attack after 2 Moxie boosts, I just go for another Waterfall, easily take out that Tornadus, and I believe he's down to I think only one Pokemon at this point, and that is his Garchomp. And here he does reveal that he actually had 2 Scarfers on the team in the form of Garchomp and Thundurus, and he goes for an Outrage, and I thought this was going to kill, but I live with 6 HP, and am actually able to take him out with one last Waterfall, but he does get a little bit of revenge, and he does take me out with Rough Skin, which does leave it at a 4-0. So yeah, obviously that was a definitely one-sided game, but it also shows that just having threatening Pokemon on your team is not enough. You also need synergy, and you need your Pokemon need to work together. So also, I also wanted to kind of post that because it shows off Gyarados, who's a Scarfed Gyarados in the rain with Moxie is a huge threat. Almost no one ever expects it, which is kind of weird. But it swept a couple of times. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. It wasn't the best battle, but hopefully you guys found value out of it. And that's gonna be it. See ya.